Hello, welcome to this video. This time I'm going to talk about our two great freedoms that we have access to. Our freedom from and our freedom to. And these seemingly quite different freedoms can be united, so we can see that they are two different sides of the same freedom, our total freedom. But we'll start with the freedom from. The freedom from is the path of non-duality. This is the path where we peel off layers of our self-imposed identities. So most of us identify with I'm this, I'm that, I'm so and so, my job, my friends, my status, and all of these surface level identities are subject to change. And if we completely identify with these identities, we often lose track of our deeper identity. So we start to peel off these layers so that we can move our attention, our consciousness into our very core, into our ever being, what is not subject to change, what never change whatsoever. This is the core of our existence, and this is the core of reality as a whole. What we do is that we tune our consciousness into the essence of our being, prior and beyond the mind, prior and beyond creation, because creation is only mind. And when we are in no mind, there is no problem. So here we have the freedom from creation, freedom from problem by being prior and beyond the problem. What we can say about this freedom is that this is transcending consciousness. We move beyond consciousness. And this can also be said to be the path of destruction, where we destroy all aspects of our relative nature, all that is not ultimately true. And what is left is truth, our ever being, our source point, our 0 point, and our seed point. And it's very important to talk about our seed point, because a seed holds all the maps and codes to creation. And what we can say about the experience of this core of our being, the true I, is that it is full of peace, full of love, and full of joy. And when we have this compressed into a seed and we start to create from this seed, we can create a reality that is aligned and a reflection of these energies. And this is something that we do in the freedom to. So the freedom to is the path of individuality and the path of creation. Here we have created a reality construct and a being, an individual in this reality construct. And this being explore all that it can be. What this path is all about is expanding and tuning one's self-identity to reflect the energies of one's core. Creation is something that a lot of people in non-duality think is full of suffering and full of burden. But that is because humanity have been very, very unconscious about the laws, the patterns and mechanics of creation. So humanity have done a lot of miscreation because we have created a distorted reality and a distorted experience. So we are not aligned to the core of our being, to our seed energies. So we have created with energies that are distorted. So all of our creation is somewhat distorted as a result. When we create, when we pursue the freedom to, and we are not aligned with our ever being, and we start with distorted energies, all of our creation will be tainted by these early distortions. What this means is that this creation that is based on distorted energies cannot hold together. So eventually it will self-destruct because it's not aligned with the patterns and mechanics of how reality unfolds. Now, the freedom to is the path of ever becoming. So we can see here in this figure here that the freedom from was going inward into our very core, into our ever being. But from this ever being, we move into the ever becoming. So we expand our creation, we expand our reality in ever greater ways so that this reality can become a better reflection of the energies of the ever-being. So we create from the energies of the ever-being, and we manifest these energies in our own reality, in our own creation. In the process of exploring our freedom too, then we expand into the full mastery of our being. So when we have our powerful mind, what is seen to be problems will only be opportunities to balance and to evolve. And what is problems anyway? Well, one way to talk about problems is that problems are distortions and misalignments that blocks the natural flow of the core energies of our being into creation. What we can do if we have a powerful mind, if we have a lot of freedom too, is that we can realign reality so it's aligned from seed to creation without distortion in between. And our reactions that might be negative from stepping into these distortions can also be smoother, can also be more aligned when we are no longer creating suffering for ourselves. So all problems will only be opportunities to realign and recreate creation so it flows better, so it's a better reflection of our inner energies. Essentially, what we do is that we explore the freedom to create by understanding all aspects of one's being and accessing our full capacity. This also means that we connect with our multidimensional self so we can access more information, more knowledge, more intelligence. What we can do then is that we can more efficiently and more accurately project a creation that is a reflection of our inner essence. I would call the freedom to the ascending consciousness, where we evolve our consciousness, we become more and we climb higher. What we can see is that both of these freedoms, they can be united so they enhance each other. If we only pursue the freedom from, we will move into our ever-being, but we will be passive there. So we will not realign to these energies that we find in the ever-being. We will still have a creation that do not really reflect these energies. This can become very passive when we do not explore our own abilities as creators. And if we only pursue the freedom to, then we might not align our creation with our core energy, with our seed energies. So our creation might not be seeded from the love, peace, and joy of our essence. Our creation might be fueled and motivated by some very distorted ideals. This means that our creation might become very distorted as well. We can see how both of these joins together and create our total freedom. We have the freedom from, where we have the transcending consciousness, where we know that we are prior and beyond all creation. And we also have the freedom to, where we enjoy the play of creation and we enjoy creating ever greater versions of ourselves, and we explore all that we can be. I hope that we can see how the freedom from and the freedom to enhance each other. And when we pursue both of these aspects of our freedom, we can live in complete freedom. And this was all I had to say about this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.